Hello, I am back doing an energy reading for content creators, fire signs. This video will be time stamped. Content creator, fire signs. We're starting off with Leo. Messages for content creators, fire signs. What is it they need to release as it relates to this Gemini full moon? Content creators, fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sag. Bloggers, streamers, YouTubers, content creators, Aries, Leo, Sag, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What needs to be released? Aries, Leo, Sag, content creators. What needs to be released as it relates to this Gemini full moon? Thank you. Leo. First card out for Leo is what is this? I'm gonna shuffle it. We have homebody. Leo, homebody, 32 equating to a 5 here. What is this for Leo? I'm just hearing trust yourself. Trust yourself. What's going on here for Leo, this homebody, in regards to what they need to release for this Gemini full moon energy that we're in? Trust yourself, Leo. If you're new here, I read intuitively. My readings are not gender nor sexuality specific. I read the energies of masculine and feminine. Trust yourself. We got fire and fire. New beginnings, opportunities with this Ace of Wands. It's trust yourself in what you love. Follow your passions. All right, new opportunities are coming in. So you may have a home business, or the way you do things could be humbly, or when you have wealth, it's subtle wealth, you know, in terms of where you express it. Yeah, saving money, miser. I don't feel like you cheaply. I feel like you're discerning. But this is to do with partnership, you know, opportunities that you have put out there and manifested. They're bringing in more balance. This Sag energy, temperance. This is patience, grounded, divine timing. I'm also hearing clarity too. Somebody says, like, if I'm broke, I can't think straight. Like, if their pocket's empty, they can't think straight. So this is bringing in patience, gratitude, and getting balance also with some divine timing. I'm just hearing this was meant to be, and then we have public recognition. So you could have a home business, or you've been in the home lately because it's just like you're working on all this. But I feel like, because I'm getting like trust yourself, you're doing the right thing. So, you know, some people, it's reminding me of like Tiana on Princess and the Frog, when they asked her, did she want to go out? And she like, nah, I'm working. And they, can she do this? Nah, I'm working. Can you do that? Nah, I'm working. And it's just like, after a while, she starts to like, man, I mean, is this for me? Because it's been a minute, like, you know, woo, woo. And it's just like, yeah, it's giving, hold on, trust yourself with this public recognition, this Six of Cups. So, I mean, this is what, so this is you releasing self-doubt then, in terms of what you're doing and the goals that you've set for yourself. So that's what you need to release. Because I'm about to say, well, what needs to be released? Because there's some good shit. What else is involved here, right? But it's just like, you need to release self-doubt. You're doing the right thing, being a homebody. And your homebody may be like, well, I go out, but I go out economically on a budget. You know, I don't go to these types of places. What else is going on here? You know, you've just been like kind of keeping to yourself and staying close to home what you do. So you may not have traveled as much. And you have resources, but you're putting them back in the business. So yeah, release self-doubt because you're in alignment. You're doing what you're supposed to do here. What else is here? 2 cards. We have a Taurus involved. This is Venus energy. I also feel like love is coming in. Taurus, the bombshell. And then, but also Taurus is an earth sign, of course, and it's practical. But I'm getting Venus energy too, because Taurus is ruled by Venus. 10th house reputation. We have Capricorn, discipline. And I feel like you've been disciplined in what you're doing, but you've been at it for so long. Because this is showing up as you being discerning with your money, but there's also a bit of scarcity there, as you can see. But you've been disciplined and you are doing the right thing. So release the self-doubt. This is square. This is challenge. Again, I'm hearing trust yourself. I heard trust yourself here. This homebody, trust yourself here. Trust that what you've intended for yourself is coming in. What you want wants you to. We have passion here, 5th house. I believe that's your energy again, Leo. So yeah, this is giving release self-doubt. All right, so don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. And if you like a personal reading, the information to schedule that, it's a book online, will be listed below this video. All right, Aries. Aries. Messages for Aries as it relates to this Gemini full moon. What needs to be released? Content creators. Aries. This video will be time-stamped. Content creators, Aries, what needs to be released? Aries signs. What needs to be released as it relates to this Gemini full moon energy? Aries. If you're new here, I read intuitively. My readings are not gender nor sexuality specific. I read the energies of masculine and feminine. So we had a card come out. Spill the tea. 43 equating to a 7. Divine wisdom I'm hearing. What is this for Aries placements as it relates to this? There's an energy of trust yourself. You talk too much, but then in some instances you're not talking enough. And then I'm also hearing, where was your antennas? What's this about for Aries in terms of what they need to release as it relates to this Gemini full moon? Content creator Aries. Some of y'all not speaking up when you need to. And then there's an energy of green with envy. Heart chakra issues, heart palpitations, fear, rage. What else is going on here? Partnership. Partnership, 2 of Cups, 3 of Wands. So 3 of Swords, partnership. And then as this card, I'm doing like this, revealing this card, I'm hearing it's fucked. It's fucked. Bottom of the deck, we have Moon. Secrets, subconscious, illusions. What is this here? You got something on your mind, then say that shit. You need to speak up. You're not saying it. And I know it's like like you talking too much. You then it's like you need to speak up. You're not talking enough. Like yeah. And when it comes to this partnership, 2, 3, 2 of Cups, 3 of Swords. I'm hearing you need to tell somebody. Aries. Then what it needs. What else is going on here? The betrayal. 4 of Swords. Got 7 of Swords here. You need to release the code. Like, you know, that ain't my business and all that other stuff. You're right, it's not your business, but some of this, what is this about? Is this an abusive relationship, partnership? I'm hearing somebody's like ruthless in business. And part of you is unhealed because you need to spill the tea. And they ain't talking about going on no podcast or anything. Two of Cups, Three of Swords, Seven of Swords, Four of Swords. This is a lot of mental energy, right? With all these 3 swords, 7 swords, 4 swords. You know, because it's giving exhaustion, right? You've been holding this in, though. Maybe need some therapy. But you need to spill the tea. Like, somebody holding in. I'm hearing secrets because the moon was at the bottom of the deck. But these ain't your secrets to hold, Aries. And this may not be to do with your content creation. Or maybe it is, right? That's what we talking about. But, you feel like you're being watched, and you are. And then you got opportunities that you want to come in before you get to talking about what needs to be talked about. It's not any delusion, but I feel like when you tell this to people, they talk about, yeah. Aries, you feel like you're in scarcity in love, right? In support. Who gonna understand? What else here? But this is giving some type of mental clarity. Is coming in soon. So as soon as we get out of that, probably on December 13th, you may get, I'm hearing immense clarity regarding this situation. Because what you need to release is all these swords, this mental anguish, these secrets and things that are not yours. You need to release those because, and I'm not saying, like I said, go on no podcast or do no Substack or write no article. You can just simply go to therapy, right? But I feel like December 13th, you're going to get immense clarity around this and what you should and should not do as it relates to this. Yeah, breakthroughs, new ideas, sharp mind. Like, you're not going to feel so bogged down in the mental space once Mercury goes completely direct. Mercury is direct now, but we're still in the shadow phase of this Mercury retrograde in Scorpio and then Sagittarius. What else is going on? Closes out all the players. Because I feel like if you continue this, you're going to develop some type of migraine, some type of Mercury. Virgo, Gemini here. We got the rising at the bottom of the deck. I'm hearing your rising. Aries could be Scorpio, or somebody else's rising is a Scorpio, or you can have Virgo or Gemini in your chart. Or somebody else could be a Virgo, Gemini, 10th house, Capricorn, reputation. I'm hearing this is what it is to do with. Why you these secrets. Some type of partnership, business, like could have been a relationship that's turned to a business partnership now due to somebody wanting to keep their secrets, somebody holding secrets. 11th house, the edge. We're going from 10, 11, the edge here. Wait, hold on. We're going from 10 to 11, the edge, right? 10th house is Capricorn, 11th house is Aquarius, Uranus. I'm hearing revolt. Uranus is a very rebellious planet. Yeah, I'm hearing revolt here. What's to happen if they don't let this out? What's going to happen? The mental anguish will be continuing. So we got communication, reputation, the edge. We got communication twice with this spill the tea. We need to talk about it, right? Reputation, the edge, rebellious. Somebody doesn't really like this partnership, this arrangement. Or at least they mind, body, and spirit don't like it because the mental anguish is to their detriment. But they waiting on some things to come through. Yeah, what is going to happen? You're going to continue to be pimped is what I'm hearing. Bottom of the deck, 10 of Wands, all right? That is unfortunate. So this is just giving user and abuser. You could be dealing with the Aries, Leo, Sag. And then we got this deep regret here. And more burden. It's like if you don't speak up now, you're going to wish you had spoken up when you had the chance. That's what I have for you, Aries. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. If you would like to request a personal reading, the link to do so will be in the description box, so you can schedule online. Thanks. Hey, we are back doing the energy reading for Sagittarius, content creators, streamers, bloggers, influencers, content creators in all aspects. Sagittarius. What is it that needs to release as it relates to this Gemini full moon energy? Sagittarius, content creators. Okay. If you're new here, I read intuitively. My readings are not gender nor sexuality specific. I read the energies of masculine and feminine. Less cards. That's half the deck. Come on. What's going on? What does Sag need to release as it relates to this Gemini full moon? What does Sag need to release? Manifest your miracle. 44 equating to an 8, which can be karmic and abundant, depending on what you're doing, what you got going on. What is this for Sagittarius? I'm hearing everything's going to be all right. What is it that they need to release? Toxic ways of being. Everything is going to be all right. What needs to be released? You need to release toxic ways of being. Some people may be like, well, I do this because of this, so I can make sure I'm cool. But it's just like, ooh. Yeah, Ten of Swords slid out, but this deck is all over the place. I'm not going to take it, but that's the only card that's turned up. Yeah. And that needs to be released. I'm hearing toxic ways of being. Like, you know, once you release those, manifesting your miracle will be easy. You see all those stars there. You're a star. That's what you are. You're my favorite girl. Sagittarius, your energy, Temperance. This is patience, gratitude, divine timing. I'm hearing a grand understanding. That might have been what got you in a little something, right? Toxic ways of being. We got Page of Cups, 4 of Swords, and 2 of Cups. Some type of offering that you thought about, and you decide, all right, cool, I'm gonna do it. What was the outcome of this? And you thought it would get you back here. What was the outcome of this? 2 of Cups. Oh yeah. 3 of Swords. And the 9 of Cups came out sideways. Your money funny. So, releasing toxic ways of being and getting into the patience, gratitude, balance. But this is also, yeah, patience and balance is standing out. Purpose, finding meaning. Your energy, expanding your consciousness, right? That's going to help you manifest here, right? But you have to release toxic ways of being. But you say you do those things because it helps you with this or whatever. But, you know, once you release the toxic ways of being, you ain't going to need help, right? With that aspect. You're not going to have to deal with that. But anyway, somebody offered to assist you with some shit. And you thought about it as much as you could because you might have wanted to anyway. And then it got you into this partnership. This was supposed to be the outcome. Whether this was supposed to be back in your life or your life was supposed to change to this divine feminine energy, this Empress energy, this abundant energy, this creative, this nurturing energy, the divine mother, right? Whether you were supposed to have somebody with this energy or you were supposed to become this energy, it did not work out, right? That partnership did not work out to bring that. It just brought betrayals, heinous acts of bullshit, and discovery. This could be some court shit too, right? So just brought heartbreak, suffering, grief, betrayal, loss, depression, And it made your money funny. So you could be in court dealing with something, right? Because in the upright, this is an abundant person, got options in love, all that other stuff, and they got money. But it came out sideways because your shit is just out on a limb, is what your abundance is looking like. The options in love is looking like. It ain't doing what it needs to do no more. But what was in this cup though? I just want to see what was in this cup real quick. But you need to release toxic ways of being. This is just a continuous cycle. What was in this cup in the 3D? It was offered to Sag, or Sag offered to somebody. Ooh, it was mental clarity. It was new beginnings. Well, that's how they perceived it, as new beginnings. But what was it actually? Still the Ace of Swords, a new conflict. You see that? With self. So this offer was to get you here, or to bring this back in your life, if it's a person or whatever. But what was in the cup could have went either way. It could have been abundance, it could have been a new beginning, it could have been breakthroughs, it could have been mental clarity, it could have been success, could have been sharp mind. But for you, it was a new conflict. Because when you go that route, right? Because it's given it was a little bit low vibrational here, or it turned that way. Whether the offer was low vibrational, but I do feel like the partnership was. What was the partnership? The other partner involved, their energy. The partner involved, the other partner involved. What was their energy? There's the King of Pentacles. It was a lot of show off though. It was a lot of stun. Maybe they had it, but they wasn't giving it. This could have also been a rejected partnership. A partnership coming in, and it was supposed to apply this mental sharp mind, new clarity, purpose, breakthroughs, right? You thought about it as much as you could, right? Because this is 4 swords in reverse. Like I said, but you already knew what you wanted to do, but this is exhaustion and burnout. And then you got this. So you could have been the party that turned this sour. It could have been an offer that you just shitted on, and this was the person offering it to you. Maybe you didn't see them as such at the time, or you didn't see them clearly. Either way, we're here. And this is what the other partnership was. So there was an offer that you rejected. Abundance, this is father energy, right? And this is usually a married person. And this is some healing energy. It's also wish fulfillment. You didn't want that. You got in the way of this. But if the toxicity is what you need to release. That's why you fucked it up, though. What got in the way with this was rocking out with they cock out. Hang out with my wang out. Somebody was promiscuous, girl. Y'all was in the streets, community. In reverse, self-doubt. This was due to some insecurities. You was insecure about this. Like, why would somebody be offering me all of this? Who the fuck am I? I ain't shit. Right? The old ways of being, toxic ways of being, right? That's what got in the way of it, right? But what's gonna happen if they don't release this? This Sag content creator. So this could be interfering with the content creation, or the numbers ain't numbering, or you can't manifest the way you want. Because like I said, the 44 here can be karmic or abundant. 44 equating to 8 rules Saturn, which is a malevolent planet. So could go either way, right? What's going to come if they don't release it? Less cards. What's going to happen if they don't release this? These toxic ways of being in order to manifest their miracles. We got 5 of Swords in reverse. Past resentments. Desire to reconcile. Making amends. Desire to forgive. Child. Y'all gonna be trying to run back to this, right? But I'm hearing you'll be forever in this energy. So You're trying to, this is what's happening if you don't release it. Trying to reconcile, trying to get back to this energy, trying to manifest again. What's coming out? The Seven of Pentacles, the manifestation. They putting the work in again, right? They want to come in fast with a offer of some sort. Seven of Cups. Focus, like, okay, I'm ready now. But the thing is, that's what's going to happen if you don't release it. But I feel like you still going to go back over here again. It's just going to be a cycle. What else? Summarize all these. Just going to be a constant cycle of the Three of Swords, the betrayal of self. And this is to do with emotional distraction. Yeah, you hoping it's going to get you compassion, you know, but it needs to be some type of nurturing here with this Queen of Cups. But I also feel like this Queen of Cups coming back around, the King, the Knight of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles. Some type of illusion, like you're going to persevere in terms of going towards them. But I feel like you'll be forever in the Five of Swords, resentment, wanting to reconcile. You'll be forever in that energy. Wanting compassion. There's a Scorpio involved here. Pluto, transformation is what's needed. Because I feel like the Star card came out. This person, and it represents the other party, but if they was offering you abundance and healing and wish fulfillment, but old ways of being is what you need to release. That's the bottom line. First house, Aries energy here, Sag. Ooh. I was told only to take one card, even though a few flew out, but they face down, so I'm going to pick them up, but leave them face down. We have Leo involved here, the lover, ruled by the sun. Some type of masculine energy is getting in the way. We also got Leo again with the 5th house. Yeah, I think Leo is 5th house. Let me double check that. But that's what I got. In terms of what you need to release, old ways of being. Yeah, Leo again, 5th house, passion, the sun. Old ways of being, toxic, old ways of being, right? Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Sagittarius, if you would like a personal reading, all the information to schedule that will be listed in the description box below. And you can schedule it online. Thanks, baby. Bye.